Last time, 2 people died. If I remember right. Yep. 2 people died. I gently placed my hand on Juko lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like we do in the movie and stuff, but see, he is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After building dreams and losing that much blood. Playing out would be shocked if she did survive something like that, or something like that. Huh? Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? That means... What? That means everything that happened so far is real? And not a joke or whatever? It really will? Oh yeah, that's right. You were acting off everything was a joke. I forgot about that.
Let me out of here!
Someone save me! Let me out of here! I might be doing a different voice because I had to get adjust to all the voices, but there's one voice that I won't mess up. Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? And that's...
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sakuya's kill, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey!
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyways. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mono look at the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you're the culprit, what the first thing you do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in position.
So then...
Fine, I'll stay on guard duty as well. Then, that way there'll be no problem. To play a cop, face defense with the 2 of them, with the stats, they're totally OP! Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting on faith in the rest of me.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out too, but but I'll try. Mondo!
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me!
Screw that piece of shit bear! Yo.
Let me out of here!
Come on, man. Let me out of here. Come on, someone let me out. We cannot run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Excuse me? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. I knew it! Here's the computer!
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They...
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Oh!
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking at the Markuma file we received and noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead and take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sakuya died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah!
What? She's right.
Eh?
It could be! All at once, everyone gazed turned to me. Oh no! Oh yeah, this is just gonna go for about 2 hours. So not long as last time. So because my voice can't handle that long. Hold on a second, you got it wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look in everyone's eyes has done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The fear of suspicion and fear has returned. In other words, you think I did?
So then...
Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sakuya. We need to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If you get this wrong...
So...
Well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually...
I'm right, you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. And with that, Kyoto, play out of the gym.
Goodbye.
How are we going to? And with that, Kyoto, just like Kyoto, he was gone before we knew
Yo.
it. Oh yeah, I'm guarding you, huh? I better hurry to head to the scene of crime. That's
Hey,
right.
damn it!
Let me just say this now. What if whoever son of a bitch did this here right now, and thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave the goddamn skull myself. I'm serious. I'll fuck them up. Maybe he's dead. I mean, we're not detectives or anything. You know, I'm going to investigate, and we're going to investigate murder. How do we even do something about that? By examining anything over and over and over until the impossible is out and what remains is the truth.
Anyway...
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Saga. What are you implying?
This is very
It
suspicious.
was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. No. Don't come any closer. Closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Oh, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. You're not for sure that McCall is guilty yet. That's true. We might well just at least check to see. Well, check. At least check this. Just to check. Of course, the word just messed me up. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Aww.
Why not? I'm not good with blood. I'll take the one good and I both black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, I don't think anyone was expecting much for you anyway. Alright, I better get going then. But wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left. And with the party look at me filled with suspicion. Does anyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I am actually kind of curious. How exactly will he kill all of us? But I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did. Who really killed Sakuya. Investigate. Well, I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sakura Manzuno. The time of death was estimated around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was stabbed wound to the abdomen. So there was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appeared to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. So I had to find the truth, so that we can all survive. I had to find out how she was killed. Welcome file number 1 have been added to the true bullets. Oh! So that's what those are. Ah! I forgot how to play already! Let's check it out. No way, I seriously don't want to die here. I beg you, God, Buddha, God of space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Are you going to help investigate, Zero? But I can't just leave Juko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Let's see, does he have anything? Damn, why is this happening? Okay. Wait, did I check that TV before? That's it, the Monokuma always show up on. There gotta be a clue here. Oh no, I better get back to investigating. The camera! Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is it and what for? Oh! Nice, they're playing detective music in the background. Wait. Ah. Let's quick travel to the scene of the crime. That's the wrong one. Oh, this is one of those times I can't quick travel. Okay, so I guess we'll be going through it so slowly. Whoever behind this must be using these cameras to do our investigation. Force us into a situation like this. What the hell do they want from us? I'm not gonna bother checking this. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We'll make any progress without investigating there. I head to my room where Sakia's corpse still remains. I examine the state of my room real close. Yeah, I know this was out. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was using the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of the sea. I haven't actually looked at the blade itself, but I shouldn't be surprised it's coated on top of that. Some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially, missing a lot of the coating. And this coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. A particular sword had been added to the truth bullets. Nice. That's right, we had to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sakia has the key here to my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did they kill again the room in the first place? Sakia had forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Saika. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure you won't accidentally open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there was no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Or maybe she dropped the keys somewhere and someone else got it or something. No, that's not possible either. Saka was here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have stopped it. So how did they kill her? Switching rooms. And there's a seat. The screen's back. Huh? Some scratches on the seat. It must have been made with something sharp. How did the seat get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used a sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the seat to get damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unseat it. A heavy seat like this would get in the way. It would just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the seat? Examine everything! This place is... Hold on. That's not helpful. That scratching goes on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looked like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, if I was right there in the other room. If only I heard something. That would not be possible, huh? So remember, all my rooms are really soundproof, so something could have happened in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for another. Interesting. Huh? Look at the lint roll. It's like the wayless. Did Saka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up? Well, there's going on like someone attacked. What happened here? No faster, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The toolbox is still in the drawer. I don't see any items that have been used, which makes sense. I mean, it's mine. I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't imagine a situation where I need a tool cook like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Not just me. Nobody busted it out yet. That's why I don't know. Actually, we were just talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
No one guys opened the tube pits yet because, like, why the hell wouldn't we? Okay, that's good to know. I thought there's something. Hey, Kyoto. Sorry, I was name. I don't see who's investigating there, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every
Did you
inch of
lose a
the room.
contact or something?
I don't know what she was doing that, but she seemed to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and
Listen.
straight and said, "Are you clean feet? Huh? But no, I don't think so. But why?" Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. Coincidence.
Hey,
Just as expected. There's something very unusual about you. What do you mean by that? Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another and didn't find a single strand of hair. That's interesting. You couldn't find a single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you. Even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it
I
too?
see.
Very interesting. You didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Is it Sayaka or a killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Woo! Let me check out the bathroom. The bathroom on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push down my panic, I stepped into the bathroom. The knife is still there! Looking at her made it painfully clear. It wasn't a dream or illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka, all at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I had to understand the truth. I had to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. I told myself I couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to sit thinking like that. I called the most comfortable panel to verify what said of the body. Some sort of shot has been pushed into her stomach now into the killing blow, but whatever they used to kill, where did he get it? That does mean something I should look into later. Let's check the kitchen! Later. Also, according to a Kuma file, Sayaka right wrist is broken. Her does look slowly and bloody, that's for sure. There's some sort of girly thing on her wrist too. The sword, that right there. Her wrist is all swollen. There's something good. That's definitely something. There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both hands are frostless, so why only her left finger? I know the deal behind Sayaka's wrist. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have been happening early on. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The attackers attacked Sayaka in the room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. That's all? No, not. Look past Sayaka, the wall behind her, and I saw. What? Within blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? 11037.
It would seem...
No, you found it, right, Miko? The bloody numbers. That one looks like Sayaka's dying message. What do you mean by dying message? It's something a victim writes before they die, usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They write either something somewhere the killer wouldn't notice, or write it in code or something. Oh, that's pretty incredible. Hey. Have you heard of elementary? Who? Never mind.
By the way,
You know, I just realized something while I was on guard today. The killers could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body of me. There's a trash room here in the dorm, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that definitely.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman that is scum that deserves death. That what my brother taught me.
Fucking dead!
So if I ever find that the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl who did this?
Yo,
That girl sort out when the time's come. Okay, so he wouldn't harm a girl. That's good to know. So he not a suspect. Saka, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply do not know whether or not you did this. Well, the decision is the rest of you come up with. I'll follow your lead. Let's see. Hold on. I don't see anything else of importance. I can check the walls. On the wall, the bed, that is a struggle. Come find. That we already know. The ones who is on just going to do a quest. I need to stop thinking that I read them. Mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that happens here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep watching. Oh, I can't check the windows? Okay. I think that's everything. Let's hear what Kels had to say. What was that about a dying message?
It would seem...
Oh, wait, no. I don't see something like that with me. I don't see something like that with me in blood before. It was really her common message. And she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like a aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers, they think she wanted to use her body to block them. And... Okay, that notice is out of the way. If she woke them in that location while she was seeing the way we found her, means she woke them only by turning her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the results would be? The results?
Well?
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but obviously you're not gonna tell me. 11037. Dying message. Sound like Kyoto knows what Saka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. I know who to talk to. When it comes to numbers, who? Better to ask the ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
The one thing I want to ask you about. The one thing I want to ask about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it got stuck?
What?
It's stuck? Yeah, I'm the only one. The door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. That's right! There are only 3 people that I know of that know about that. Well, I guess 2 people now, because Marukuma, the main character, and Saka was the only 3 that knew about it. That I knew. So the door doesn't fit like it's frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. When Kyoto said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? What's going on? What the heck? The door is practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obviously that this was intentional. Wait! A screwdriver? That? A screwdriver is in the toolbox. What? It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? I guess they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? Took me there for a while, lost some thought. Then a panic struck me.
Just a second.
I just have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sakya about it last night when we switched rooms. So are you saying that you and Sakya knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears it up. And that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. Well, see you later. At the beginning, I was ever eating there. She suddenly turns and left the room. Okay, good to know. I still really don't understand any of this, but I already given my room a good look once over. Maybe I should look somewhere else. I start looking into where the murder weapon also have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka there, I have no choice but to see myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there were some other areas worth checking out as too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they let you talk at is. Oh, did I talk to you? Hey. Oh, yeah. Well, let's... Oh! Hi!
Very strange.
So why was Saka in your room? Oh, wrong. Saka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth. Still saying I'm responsible for her death. When you say, You're still responsible for her death when you say, huh? I thought I saw something else. After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because we switched rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it shouldn't have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. Is that really true? Then Leon!
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Malcolm file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Nameplate? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Wait. Yeah, why? Huh? It's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's in it. Nameplate's on my room and Sayaka's room was switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Yeah, because I remember that Mondo's room was right directly across from my room. Interesting. Why do I feel like I'm shorter than everyone? Very strange. Mr. Not suppose Miss Monzo doing your room. Let me say that.
Most
I'll absolutely
suspicious.
allow you not to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you think I'm guilty? Okay, let's actually check the trash room while we are here. There's the
Monokuma appears!
Hey, Monaco! You could have gave me a heart attack! At the end of the line, the trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get to
No, you can't go any further!
Nothing beyond this point. Only the person on clean duty is allowed in. Clean
No,
duty?
you can't go any further!
This is what you just said.
No, you can't go any further!
I got you repeat yourself. It's stupid. It'll be faster to just go around and
No, you can't go any further!
Cleaning duty, huh? That's on board. Won't budge. So, whoever on cleaning duty can only get in there. I have no idea what I'm doing here. There's nothing of importance in here. But I do want to check out the kitchen. That's something I do want to check out. Hi, Ark. Yeah, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since you started. It's all first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helped me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. So you were in the dining hall when Sayaka was killed. Let's go in here. Oh! There are all kinds of things not here, big small, but one that was missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or it wasn't missing from the very beginning? I know that for a fact. That's why I wanted to check it right away. But I asked you because you were here. Hey, so did you know one of the kitchen knife is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. And knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Also, it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they all lined up. Neat knife. Well, so when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. It's true I didn't take it. Woo! Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Here, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, and the one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Well, time to talk to some more people. Like you again. Bakura, can you tell me... Bayuka, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
Child lost in the woods. You know that? It's total with space. What do you mean? Taka is the only one who have any interest in organizing things like that. Oh no, I hope he's not the one who killed him. Killed him. The guy I like doing his voice. Oh, good point.
Seems like...
I'm looking for whoever on cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me, Marias. It just happened. Marakuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be filled with trash in no time. So I finally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't gotten a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the classroom.
Here we go!
Of course! My job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week. So eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw out things, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? scared myself. That does
So
seem
in
more to me.
other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student become black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
So that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the classroom whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyways, more important than
Hey, you
that.
bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why do you want to clean gig anyways?
Oh,
I just wanted to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did
Is
it.
it like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around it.
there's no way to think
What
about
are you
this in a
talking about?
common sense
Oh,
kind
my
of
love
way.
it for Judy!
You know what I mean.
But there are all kinds of trash diggers like that. They use the tired to the and then turn to.
Completely unforgivable.
I would never get tired of Judy! You remind me of a class. You remind me of a guy off from. You really do remind me of a guy off from another anime I watch. If you know which anime, good to know. Good. I'll give you a hint. Cool Sensei, which is probably a big hit. After spending an amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. On PVC vision.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about people me question more morality, there's an easy solution. Whenever a guy has clean duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to dispose.
What?
If you had an instant as you play, then where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyways, on another topic, since you want to clean duty, how's things? What now? You suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you have not triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma or save a village or be a boss. And nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the chat room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So, Hitsumi and I went to the chat room. And there's the gate. You let me go open the gate. I know. When I look at it, it made me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found some way out. Well, just please hurry up. Okie dokie, leave me.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
So you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy any evidence. Are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No. I just wanted to see if the extra killer tried to destroy any evidence at all. Or not. But the extra killer is you, is it? You just wanted to see if anything was left. Maybe a parallel world! Well, let's just hurry up and keep moving. Keep looking. This is the incident. In the way back of the trash room. A good 30 feet. They're on right now. You see the green yellow button next to Max Scenario?
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty simple. Shut up. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Soon you'll be on cleaning duty. So make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turn on the incinerator! Someone turn the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was turned off. It was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
It was the work of a fairy. Do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you mean... No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. There can be no mistake if I got one thing going for me in my memory.
I feel as if...
What was that voice? Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been out back to the chat room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? Part of broken glass here. There are shards of broken glass scattered on the front of the incinerator. Look like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that? You know what it is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you your wish. Grant you a single wish. Wrong anime! Oh, right anime, but wrong ball. And key inside. It's the kind of thing you might see on any big city. So you try to gaze into it high enough, and so you glimmer the future. Just like that mini girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what he's trying to say, but who does this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. This should all be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shadow crystal ball. The green button turns on and the yellow button turns off, or so it seems anyway. Oh, no, it's not. There's something on the ground in front of the scene. Another burnt piece of something that have blood on it. A burnt piece, like a hunk? Like hunk being a burning love? Anyways, this is another piece of cloth and the shape is part of a sleeve with a button up shirt. Now I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff with seams. This is all that left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed, but there are lots of people here with button up white shirts. This isn't enough to figure out who the killer is. But it is still helpful. Something is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the shade was off, and those grass swords and burnt clothes were. What does that all mean, Mister? Nazi, will he be confessing soon? Well, I mean, everyone already knows he did. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It's not like he's living out of one of his comic book fantasies. Okay, that looked like everything here, so let's talk to him. Mr. Knox, you seem down, huh? Really? I need help lifting your spirit. Call me anytime. I might, because if the suspect is who I think it is, I might need some spirit lifting up spirit.
Come on.
I got all kinds of stuff that might help you cheer up. Never mind. I will hang out with the bike game leader. Oh, I'm done here. Okay. Let's see, who's all here? Oh yeah, I need to go to her room. Makoto's room. Those two right there, and those two right here. So let's actually head to Sayaka's room before, I guess, my room now. No, I can't let myself to get pressed again. I have to search for clues in here. The only one thing in the class is the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. What did you see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I only bought the DVD. Okay, that's what I came in here for. Let's see. That's everything here. I need to head to the gym.
Listen to me!
You have a second, Mako? I discovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show who the room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, just so happened. Okay, look at his sleeves. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! Right, forget Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Sometimes, you know I do jokes sometimes.
Listen to me!
Forget Beam! Let's see, is there anyone in the school store? And nope, no one in the school store. I have no reason to be here at all. and you're here. So, do you have any clue or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the crash trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions to where should I start looking? That's so annoying. Must you bum around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room is the perfect place to destroy evidence, however, there's one little problem, which is...
As for me...
That place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. Okay, you just raised suspicion because you said that place was filthy and you wouldn't set foot in there. So would that mean that you would use the lint roller to clean my room? That's suspicious. Very suspicious. I see the battle. There's nothing to check here? But those look nicer than the dorm ones. And I can only think about who the crystal ball been looking for. Who's the crystal ball is. You. Hey, Hero, can I ask no. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I had enough. Break free. Hero, snap out of it. Wait. Yeah, gotta break free. Huh? Nicole, what are you doing? Right. Hey, does this look familiar? Huh? That my crystal ball, but all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
I only got barred because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made out of glass and not crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? Said belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. So whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without doubt this belongs to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night, so I must have come by and snatched it up. Nothing in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Alright. Good to know. Thanks, Hero. That's all I want to know. Sure. Now you can go back to your panicking. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved from fortune telling for 2 years came out to be like $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering they give you the power to control the world, that's just too stupid. Can't even feel bad for him. Yeah, especially since it was apparently, from what you said, it was held by 3 different people. Hey, sure, I'm hoping you can.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Of course, Sayaka left a message. See, well, the number is 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a close? Sorry, no. Zero code. Sorry, shake your head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyways for trying. Even if he doesn't know. Maybe he knows more. This is really wrong. No, couldn't be. Well, there's only one thing left for me to check. And that's the video. Like, what would her motivation be? Not my question. What would her motivation be? So everyone took their videos and keep it. I should be able to use this on DVD. DVD and screen. Put the DVD in play. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It was like some kind of concert, and standing on Katie's front there with a face I recognized all too well, Saga. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it harder to accept that she was there. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I come to despise so someone's beginning to float out of the speaker.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop
that's-
sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Huh? Suddenly the screen went dark. And in this moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Why was exactly? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what else could be more than that? The dead bodies? Or the figures of the other girls were all seeming to collapse.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cuts off. So that her motivation wasn't real, right? The super famous pop group, everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he's being able to get to them? If that really happened, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? And that's it in my investigation.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
You're tired of waiting, so we're starting?
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
I know what door you're talking about because I tried to enter that door my very first playthrough because I was exploring and I couldn't go into it.
See you soon!
And also it is called the courtroom. Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No wait. No, where I have to go. To prove my innocence! Yep, there it is. You're late, Michael! We've all been waiting for you! But you were afraid you would be discovered that the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
And not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal the details of Michael's crime. Why? So they really are convinced I did, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? The one who killed Sayaka is in this room!
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
Wait.
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
We're going down? Not up? Okay, let's actually go. The map is going very well. Before small Kumu file. This transfers the number of scratches on and going on the bed wall in McCall's room. McCall took this from the gym entry and put it in his room. The sword was found out of the seat and on the floor. The sword handle was missing some gold plating out of the lower part of the blade. McCall took this from the gym entry, blah blah blah. There's so evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. If you're going to attack someone with a sword, you need to Yeah, there's a screwdriver in there. McCall's one have been unopened, and everyone claimed that they haven't used theirs. But leading to this one. The screws holding in place have been partially or completely removed. 11037. clearly in her wrist. I know what that could be from, and in addition, her hand appeared to be completely clean, except for the index finger of her left hand, which had some blood on it. Do that mean that she could have? That mean that the attacker had the sword? Now, seeing her were found. Okay. In addition, the link will have been some enemies of the nameplates on the doors. Sasha's and McColl's room will apparently switch at some point. The kitchen and the dining hall had a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives was not useful. The knife from the kitchen went missing when I was in the dining hall. I am sure that McColl did not come to the dining hall at any point or soon thereafter. Apparently the press room within the school talked about it really good. The incinerator can be activated by a switch if it was unclean. He claims that the last time he saw the incinerator was on. However, McColl checked after the incinerator was on is back on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator was roughly 30 feet. A burnt piece of cloth that was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. And apparently part of the topsoil. And no slowly put into the glass solid was found next to the glass. As it turned out, the glass ball would fit comfortably in the palm of someone's present hand. Apparently, the hero left the ball in the laundry on accident, so anyone could have come on and take it. Okay, let's save because I don't know if I fail this. I don't know if the game decided to. Oh, you failed, so you had to start over from your last checkpoint. Let's talk to Mondo.
What?
Those stuckers in here took time to set up a goddamn toy room, huh? Hero.
Impossible.
Are we gonna have to go through this crash trial thing, huh?
You know?
You wanna confess? Now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Sell your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness Mr. Naji's final curtain call.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Yeah, you did help me realize something very important. Well, did you find anything that might prove your innocence?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sarika is feeling right now. And looks like we're done. Let's begin. I was done talking to everyone. No.
Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared is the right right. But up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I think I know what ultimate you are. The ultimate detective. But I could be wrong. I need to uncover the truth of Sarika's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. I'll sure find out who the real killer is. I raised my voice trying to get myself killed. I turned to Kelly with anticipation towards the elevator. Each step forward. I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Down we go! The steel box descended with a heavy clunking sound towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, wouldn't it be more? Is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Wait, who said that? Oh, my character. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Whoa! You finally alive! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? None cool, the total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! Either way, he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. They were set up so everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it was easy for anyone to transfer their attention and uneasy to anyone else. The air seemed to go heavy as he sat there. And so the captain's first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Oh. Set skills. I have no idea what these are. Oh. Increased bullet capability. Increased damage to opponent when statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Okay, let's put both of those on. Since those two are the only two I have. Open here, a handbook, 2 bullets. I check all these out. Let's actually. Did he actually add that 7 point? Okay, so he did add those ones. Let's check out everyone that we know. Because I don't know. We don't know much. 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 Dead. We don't know much. Gain 64 wimps. Max SP +1. Ooh. Thank you. Vocabulary. Dead. Okay. With suspicion surrounding him, even dead before Sayaka's death. Okay, let's start the case. Trial, class trial. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay, so it sounds like this is voice, so I can give my voice a break.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka, that's not
Don't
gonna
be a
work.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Screw you too.
Friendship penetrates?
Don't get any ideas.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Huh?
There were only 15 of us
Oh.
to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That is a good question.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
That's it?
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
They're about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't about me. Everyone's lives are on this online. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, speak away. Do not know what's going on. As things progress through each class trial, you engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Oh, poop. Up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statement. What this means is that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use a left stick to aim and fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statement and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you automatically fail. So please be careful. If you press the option button during the argument, you can view the controls. Oh, good luck and have fun. And try not to die. Make your argument. Sample evidence of struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? Something off with about what she just said. Because Sayaka hasn't resisted at all. There's no explanation for what happened to her room. For this first debate, we would like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot or refute someone's lies or contradiction, the argument will repeat. Good to know! With a group of statements. Some words appear in different colors. Do you have a notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Your truth words are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the circle button. Well, good luck, and have fun!
I assert that the one who was murdered... What?
Yeah, and the murder took...
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bath. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
Yeah, and the murder took...
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong!
Objection!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Make your argument. Kitchen knife. Alright.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Kadaji was pushed into Sayaka's stomach. It was almost certain that the knife had disappeared from a certain location.
So what was used?
There was some kind of without a doubt, that!
So the killer used some random...
Bang!
No, it's wrong!
Objection!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
That was the first thing I noticed.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
It's like there gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. 'Cause I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop. Yes, damn it! Yes, I would! You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While concentrating, time will slow down and you can pay closer to attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will stay your aim, making easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge is empty, you can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time. So let your brain rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, that's good to know. Or is it count?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Oh, this is movable.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining.
Sorry, objection!
No, that's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night. All the knives were still there, but when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That is a good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Okay, but if both of them are found
So
out...
in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Thank you for making it a bit easier.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did!
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
What'd you
I
reason?
stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Oh.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't, because the regulations state you cannot sleep outside the
We're
dormitory.
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
I had a feeling someone was going to make that mistake.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
So I'm suspecting you as well because...
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right,
Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Oh. Someone who's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen couldn't be Hina, because she went to go grab tea and wash the cup. Kuma, he said that he was not interfering with anything. So Sayaka is the only one who...
Then Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Sayaka is the only one who would make sense.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Screw you!
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do anything, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Then you kill.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yep. Your first hangman gamble is about to begin. Will I tell you what? Yes! As things advance further in the class trial, the hangman gamble will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase in the letter flying around, and the letters already shown. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and the triangle button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the long letters, you suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, we run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun! So that should have been at the scene time, but what is that? Must be the crucial point. If we can figure out what that is, something... Wait. Here. A. Oh. Is it R H A? Oh, do I need? I need to do it more than once. Where's the R? Where's the R? Ah, there one.
Now I understand.
I'm glad it's not something complicated.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Woo! Amazing! I tell you.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
11037.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes, I do, because of the doorknob. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is that the killer broke. That's the bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
If it looks like that, if it seems like I have played this game before, I haven't. I haven't watched the anime either, so everything is blind to me, and also I'm using what is obvious.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Not true.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoto said it was a bewildering act. I don't think noticed at first, but is that the key point? Yeah, there's a bit more to that. Yes, please! From here on out, a number of weak spots will start to go up. Oh, boop. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is that all weak spots you see are not necessarily faults. Use truthfulness on the wrong one, and they will not only fail to reprove what they say, but you also will lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gain will take damage. This is important because if your influence gain is 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, go and have fun. Don't fail. Alright. Bathroom door fade.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That not.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
I'm sorry. Objection!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup. True as true can be.
Why did the music change?
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Which means someone opened their toolbox.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The switch nameplates.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so he didn't know that the door was actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene was the crime took place in my room. It technically took place in Sayaka's room. One thing killed. No, that the crime actually took place in Sayaka's room. No. Continue to
Shoot!
Okay, so that... I like it. Okay,
I
let's
got
get
it.
this on. Ah!
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
My first
And
mistake!
yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
I'm innocent! Now I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
No! This is going on until the end!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That's my question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Yeah, you.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I love how you're pointing at us when he's right next to you. She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. No, Sayaka let someone in because... No!
I got it!
Wait, that was right?
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I wanted to inspect it first, but it works. This can go for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure you, I won't open the door. Open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Huh?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay, Sayaka? Something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Check the nameplate.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Good to know.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote that?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Anyone who's not you.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Maybe.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay. What truth book do I have this time? Dorm nameplate.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
They went to my room instead, Sayaka, and the reason for that was had to be because what got switched between mine and Sayaka.
Sayaka and Makoto.
How is it to speed up again? Sayaka.
They switched room, but in the note, it specifically says, I see. Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that
No, it's wrong.
Objection!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Of course.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
The only one person who could switch the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched rooms. Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. In just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong one,
She
okay?
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
She invited over, came in, and attacked her! We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
That's jumping too fast.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Everyone, show your hands!
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
Okay,
all you have to
was-
do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
We still know all the clue what happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death. Now we need to make clear. There's a bit more. Oh, okay, good to know. Yes, yes, I am. Oh, oh boy. One combination. Okay, so that's how I rotate them. You're joking! You jerk! You jerk! I have set on the normal difficulty. And you said it to mean. Nice set and the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Especially with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation how certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out,
that's right.
The culprit grabbed the sword.
I'm on the right bullet.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
That, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I can't see it, but
Something
I'll take
sharp.
it real quick.
You mean like the kitchen knife?
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because of what we said earlier.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that's never used a sword. If you want to use a sword, so bad. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No.
No, that's not it at all.
That's a completely different subject. You know, Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there was a certain regulation that happened at the back of that night. The water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Really?
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
Yep, I agree with Leon.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Gee! That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
And she probably would have re-switched the nameplate back.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Jeez.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
But we need more time!
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to find out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Not true! Not true! Make your argument. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Huh?
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
There's still one clue left. I'm certain. Sayaka left some left on the wall with some leaves.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide it, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
There's one clue left. Well, I guess a few.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
11037.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
The letters.
Oh! No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
11LEOLL.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Leon!
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Read it upside down and backwards. Damn it, no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Okay. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's good dying message revealed the real killer's name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become clear. Crystal clear. Nope. 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 I took the long way.
Here's my answer.
Leon!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. Leon. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? This.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt which the killer was able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order who is responsible. When, where, or how. I think how.
I got it!
How's right?
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Not that long. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one uncleaning, and that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. I know exactly what. Make your argument. Set the ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy...
No, that's wrong!
Objection!
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball answer, which was throw it. Roll it, it will be too low. Divine with it? That wouldn't even work.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Because then it wouldn't break.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone left the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off. It was off last time I was down here. I It was the fairies.
Fumin had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't be much for a challenge for the killer, but at all for the killer because he's the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Do you have any idea how suspicious you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes! Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phrase, you have to give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic, the number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. And also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the S button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. So it right to left. Alright. Down we go there. And that's the moment to drop the knife. Making sure that Wait, I messed up somewhere. might not as well, because maybe not all the truth things are used. Are there any more that would look like nope. That's it.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited... She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Ah! Sorry to mess up. Oh, that why.
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
I misunderstood.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Okay, I think everything's right from now on.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the anything? Bullet time barrel? What? I thought that was good. I thought it was over. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them into a head-to-head battle. We refer this to as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB or BTW. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statement in time with the rhythm. Match your button press it with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. So kind of rhythm. Oh. Press X to lock on to your opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consistently and you start a combo. Keep this going and you instantly a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down. When the tempo changes, show that there's time for hitting each button, so watch out for that. You deal enough damage to your opponent and a weak spot statement will appear. At that point you can press triangle to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. If you shoot the statement fast enough, you come out victorious. But like I said before, if your influence gauge falls to 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to do the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Figure it out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
I feel like I'm playing a game that I played in the past, but I'm not sure. Final strike.
Where's your proof?
The tooltip kick. Break.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Stop saying that!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
Thank you.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Nothing left to say, huh?
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I got an A! Woo! I have no idea if that... Holy. That was medals. Good to know. What, Miss Child? I got that trophy, which is what? Oh, without having to retry a single time. Yay.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Jeez.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who is found guilty? Mom, come on, voice. Vote. Leon is the winner! Uh-oh, look like you got it right on the money. The blackie in this case, the one who killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kurata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I'll run out like
I
this.
was just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to accept my death? Everything becomes clear. The decision we made was right after. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we've been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that was true, I can't say it's wrong. After all, the mastermind, and all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. And now we're trapped here, no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing was more important to her than anything else was her dream, her friends. And not Taka! Woo! To see something like that happen to them in Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once she's dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, this entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really. I do, yep. Yeah, utter despair thanks to Saku's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Saku being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Silly and frenzy, I learned at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry I was, Kyoto latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I'm sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought you were going to give me a good, well, really? Avoid punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Black and Leon Kura will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
And I was thinking about this before I started this. Only one person get to leave then.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you pushed your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself away in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back and both into the bathroom and killed her.
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an uncut attempt to commit murder?
So, that's why...
I'm not... Stop it. I had enough of this.
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? Killed the precious Sakura. You understand? I can't say Leon is totally killing. Of course I don't plan on getting Sakura either. Because you're the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sakura or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, just so happened to... It just happens that there's nothing more unethical about unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perfectly war all over the world. Is that kind of just that awakening within you? Just shut up! Okay, well... Anyways, more importantly... That's what I get to... What everyone's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey,
No more
come
begging.
on now.
No more excuses. You must pay penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kusiwa, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Leon, I'm out of your dream, but
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment.
No!
let's see how he dies. Ooh, button. Okay. this might hurt a lot. The 1,000 blows! Jeez. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. That is kind of gruesome. Yes or not? I agree with the faces. But we saw now the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. And let's go. Stay down. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep going? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is just start to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that only if every single one you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing this? Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a deep, awful, secret society type bear.
Well...
So why are you putting such upside young citizen like me? Yeah. So why are you putting yourself upside young citizen like me through so doing a good deal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because when you decide to want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut up. Of course we can't cut for free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You will think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some kind of deeper meaning behind in there. Search for.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That what everyone's been waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you said everyone, who exactly are you referring to? That's true. He can't just be referring to us, because why would we look forward to another student's death? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I just saved some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. Only 4 of them don't look phased. He left there, overwhelmed by the nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared to be alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Huh? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. About Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before, the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You want me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? This thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lied dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
You can't ask her. You can infer it. Don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact is that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care about what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had murdered her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. I'm thinking that you're the ultimate detective. That's what my guess is. This is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
Else ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How can I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I will carry them with me forever. I will carry the memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she says that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Just kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1 is done. And 3 died. To be continued. The Desperate Burst. 1 is the loneliest number of them all. How many save slots are there? $30. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it. A night. And can I save right here? Yes, I can. That will I'll call it a night, and this is farewell.